Shall we go to the next?
Yes.
Hmm. I need to get okay. This is like I don't know. I'm thinking that you might like this. And I do we do talk outside of this podcast, right? And you know that I'm kind of weak when it comes to breaking up with friends and stuff. Like I know that I tend to be like, I will stick with the good times, okay? Like even if they treat me terribly, I'll still just do it. I'll just take it cuz like, that's what friends do, right? I know it's wrong, but that's what I do. And I think this is related to that, so let me read. I need to get a friend out of my life but don't know how. Yes. Basically, I've been friends with my friend who I will call Kate since the middle of last year. Oh, that's actually pretty short. She moved
Mm.
schools at the end of the year because she had issues with tons of people at my school and always got in arguments. We became friends because she sat with my friends in English, maths, and science, and she was very funny. I was aware she had very few friends at my school because she got into a lot of falling outs, but I thought she was alright. Ever since she moved school, she's always begging me to hang out, but I'm not one to hang out with people other than seeing them in school. I only hang out with people if I'm super duper close to them. I had to keep making excuses to her, but eventually I just agreed to hang out with her because I didn't want to be pestered anymore. Relatable. This part, very relatable. When I hung out with her, she stole from multiple stores, which made me really
Ooh.
anxious because stealing is super against my morals. She also asked me a personal question about my boyfriend and I's intimacy. We are all teenagers and I'm asexual, by the way. After coming back from hanging out with her, I felt so upset and disgusted because of what she did and what she asked me. I've wanted to drop her for a while now, but I have her on most social media platforms. And if I don't reply to her messages on one app, she messages me on another asking to reply. And if I avoid her unintentionally, she spam calls me demanding me to stop ghosting her. How can I drop her without getting harassed or anything? The way I felt after being with her was the worst I've felt in a long time. Damn.
Mm. Okay. So, in that kind of situation, it's not going to be good whatsoever cuz cuz you can continue ghosting her until she backs off and gets the hints. But most times these people are persistent. They will either text you, call you, get burner phones and call you, or,
Gosh.
Skype or ask their friend to be like, "Hey, can you let me borrow your phone and call them after you block them and stuff like that?" It depends on the person, but this Kate, um, it can go either two ways, but you can either go and talk to her like in a neutral grounds, like a coffee shop or a public setting. Be like, "Hey, this is how I feel about you, and it's not good. This is not a good friendship what we have, and it's not it's not working out with us." That's They can take it either way. It could be like, "Oh, I didn't know that you felt that way." Or two, they can go ballistic, be enraged, cuss you out, throw stuff at you,
Ugh.
or just punch you.
Ah! This is funny because, like, if you read, let's say relationship advice, like, if you want to break up with, like, some toxic girlfriend or boyfriend or, like, get a divorce and
Mm,
stuff, the first advice is also always, like, do it in a public place. So yeah, we've
yes.
established that this Kate is very toxic. Obviously, she stole and like it's like she cannot read the line. I would
Mm.
say, yeah.
Sometimes you have to throw a rock at them to make them understand because they could be oblivious to what you're trying to tell them,
Hmm.
but not a real rock. It's just that you have to be very blunt with them.
But yeah, repercussions can be scary though.
Yes, and sometimes a simple breaking up over the phone is a good thing for safety reasons. But like I said, it can either go two ways. She can be persistent and be like, "Why? Why you ghosting me? Why you doing this? Why you nah?"
Mm-hmm.
Then if you talk to them, they can go, "Oh, okay," or "Meh, meh, 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 fuck you," and they get pissy and they will understand later
Mm-hmm.
after they subsided their rage.
Right.
Then they'll probably think about their actions like, "Oh, maybe this wasn't great because I just lost someone."
But in a way, I do feel like, like in the beginning, apparently Kate, uh, I was aware she had very few friends at my school because she got into a lot of falling outs. So I guess this is not the first time anyone is breaking up with this friend, right? And like,
Yeah.
yeah, uh,
Sometimes there could be some home issues that could be stemmed from it as well,
true.
like what could be upsetting her,
Yeah, and like
like
as a student, I feel like it's not their place to actually help Kate dig into that in a way.
mhm,
Uh, I do have this kind of experience before, like when I was in school.
mhm,
Like, okay, so my high school was small. So we all were good friends. And then if it's like it has a lot of like no one left behind kind of mindset.
uh-huh,
And I'm sorry if you can hear my dog barking. I feel like there are people delivering stuff, so my dog's gone
mhm.
crazy. But yeah.
"Oh,
Um
thank you, Padlock, for the raid. Welcome, guys."
yeah. Um so when I went to like college, which a class is bigger and stuff, but yeah, it's still a smaller college, so the class is bigger yet not as big as what you would imagine on uni and stuff. So everyone's like close classmates and stuff. And there's this one guy who
Mhm.
are kind of ostracized from others for some reason. And like I don't know, it's bad to ostracize people, but if you go into a new environment and then there is this dynamic going on, 6 out of 10, there might be a legit reason, I would say. At least based on
Mhm.
my experience, that's what I learned. I know there are some people who are actually just awkward, and then people be like, oh, this person is not fun. So they don't hang with this person. But if they seem like they can talk, or if they seem like, I don't know, my classmate back then was quiet, but turns out he's some kind of an incel at the end. Long story short, yeah,
Mhm.
he's an involuntary celibate, and he was kind of weird. So yeah, I had like some kind of trouble with those before.
Oh, no.
But yeah, for this one, if Kate seems like they're like okay, they seem okay on the outside, but people are like falling out with her, I feel like OP should have kinda, back it up a little.
Yeah, there's certainly red flags to it, especially if she knew about her, but you gotta give people a shot.
True. Sorry. My throat's killing me.
Go take a drink.
Took a sip.
Check.
Um yeah, I would say yeah, it's better. Or maybe cause like OP seems to have like a friend group, you know?
Mhm.
I think it's good to rely on your friends on this one as well. On
Even
this,
some
sorry.
even sometimes, if there are signs of that, like, okay, there's something's wrong. Like, why is she acting like this? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Then you gotta take that deep dive talk. Most times they do let it out and be like, oh, I understand now. Let's go get you some help.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, sometimes they're too shut in themselves. You literally have sometimes you will have to drag them out, make sure they have fun, like not everything is going to be bad.
True. And like maybe if breaking up with this friend is too soon, too harsh, or too scary, yeah, maybe start addressing the problems like, oh, why did you steal from stores, man? Or like, why did you ask
Mhm.
this? I don't want to answer it and stuff, and see how they react. And usually the more, in my case, the more they push my line, the easier it is for me to cut them off. You know what
Mhm.
I mean?
Oh shit.
So
Hype
yeah.
train.
Yeah. Thank you, people.
Woo!
I wanna type thank you but I just say thank you What a mood. Thank you so much, people. I didn't expect it to happen today, so yeah. Talia, what's up?
Ooh,
Yeah, I try to not talk to chat today because we are on a deep discussion right here, but yeah, I failed. I'm so sorry.
but it's mood.
Yeah. Do you have anything more you wanna add? Some advice for OP against Kate, by the way.
Um. Oh, thank you for the follow. But anyway, I just God damn it, ADHD. Fuck. Oh shit. Oh my god. I got derailed. Um.
Oh,
Ooh. I got derailed hard.
it's okay. Take your time. Pace yourself.
Ugh. Okay. Okay. I'm drawing a blank.
Do you have any like experience in the past, like let's say from work, from school, that let's say you need to, especially at work, right? You need to get along with someone even if you don't like them, or like if you even if your values don't align with them.
So, one growing up, uh, I grew up in a harsh environment
Mm-hmm.
where the saying is dog eats dog.
Mm.
Just if you have a problem with someone, usually you would uh duke it out, you know.
So it's
Just
more
get
of
it out
a,
right there and then.
yeah, direct confrontation and stuff.
Yeah. Usually you want to clash now instead of later. This is where it could just snowball into an avalanche, and it could be
True.
much, much worse.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'd rather have people nip it in the butt before it can manifest into something grotesque, which is not going to be the easiest from my lifetime in my life experiences. It may be harsh, but it's going to get better, especially when you confront a problem person.
Usually, when you mentioned that it can be hard, sometimes usually what makes it hard for you if you are okay with sharing?
Usually it's going to be hard. This is like, oh, we did have some good times. And I used to have D&D campaigns where my character gets put against another character that used to be a ally,
Mm,
all because of thinking corrupted by a talisman and summoning horrors and killing the rest of our party, which it led to me killing them. So it's gonna be hard to do, but sometimes it's a tough battle you have to go through.
In the
Even
end,
if with the emotional scars, you still come out a lighter and like it's done. I'm good, but you still have the emotional scars for it.
mhm. In a way, yeah, it's just part of growing up, isn't it? In general,
Mhm.
these kind of things.
Yes.
Even if it doesn't happen now, it will happen later in different forms and stuff. Even when it happened to me
Mhm.
before, I'm still confused now as I told before, like when things happen and stuff, I still get confused even though I've experienced it in different ways before. I would
Mhm.
say this also comes back to like how we treat ourselves, like
Yes.
the boundaries, the insecurities and stuff, how we take care of ourselves. Like if we take care of ourselves well and like put ourselves first whenever needed, usually it's easier to do things like this, isn't it? I would assume. Do you
Mhm.
think so?
Yes, because if you really think about it, you can have best friends, but who is going to really, take care of you other than yourself?
True.
You have yourself to rely on because there's going to be some times in life where it's just you,
Mm-hmm.
and if you don't not understand how to take care of yourself, you're just going to end up getting wiped.
Yeah. Good thing they maybe it's a good thing that OP experienced it early in high school. My high school was so wholesome. So I went out of high school thinking everything is wholesome. And then, it wasn't super wholesome, but yeah. I wonder,
Okay.
I don't know, I'm reading too much into this, but I wonder if Kate spam calls OP when OP is not replying because deep inside Kate is scared of losing a friend as well. Because at the end, OP said that, oh yeah, I'm connected with her in social media and stuff. But, if I don't reply unintentionally, they gonna like pester me.
Mhm.
Yeah, I wonder if, yeah, maybe it's true what you said just now that maybe they don't mean it. I hope they don't really mean it. But yeah,
Mhm.
for now, I just wish that OP found a way to like find comfort in themselves because I know how uncomfortable it is to like to put others, I would say, others' needs before you. Like if you put friendship first before your own comfort, that's the same as like putting others before you. So yeah.
Mhm. I know someone in your chat is like, "Amen."
Yeah. Amen to that. Shall we move on to the next one?
Yes.